Hey y'all. So today's topic, we are talking about some great things. Cardio versus weightlifting, how to tighten up skin after weight loss, and what is the CLA supplement? Does it assist with weight loss? Great titles. As I said last week, how I'm coming up with these titles are from you all. So if you have something you want me to talk about, all you have to do is comment below or comment on my Instagram page, which is at Body Trace Fit, and I'll post up the topics to let you know when and where I'm going to actually talk about them. And here we are today. So jumping right in, cardio versus weightlifting, strength training, all of the above. People are always asking, what should I do if my goal is to lose weight? Should I be doing cardio first? Should I be doing cardio and weightlifting? A lot of us, unfortunately, do cardio first and then say, hey, then I'm going to do the weightlifting afterwards. And then we go into the problem where now we have this loose skin that we're trying to figure out how do we tighten that up to get rid of it. So this great stuff, cardio, excellent for helping us to burn fat. We definitely love cardio. It's helping you to strengthen your endurance, to your cardiovascular system is giving you energy, all of the above. It just makes you feel better in the sense of it's making you more rejuvenated. It's giving you life in general. As you may be a couch potato when you get up and start doing something, doing cardiovascular exercises, guess what? You're getting more energy now. You're fueling your body in some sort of manner. So it's definitely great for helping to burn calories, and definitely great for you to see a change in the scale in particular. But then we have weightlifting. Weightlifting is great for you to burn calories in the same sense as building muscle is what we're talking about there with weightlifting. Building muscle helps you burn more fat in a sense because it helps your body stay in that resting metabolic state longer. So weightlifting is great. You're going to lose calories. You're going to lose weight. You may not lose as many as if you're doing a cardiovascular exercise. Let's get that understanding. You may do a cardiovascular exercise, say for instance, everybody knows what a boot camp class. Boot camp class for an hour, you may burn 1,000 calories. Strength training, workout, maybe a leg workout or something like that, you may lose maybe 400 or 500 calories, due to the fact that that cardiovascular is taking you to a higher level and you're expending more calories in that sense, where that weight training, you are losing calories, but it's a little different in the sense as after you weight train, you actually typically lose more after your weight training. So say for instance, so when you're done with your workout, your body is still burning, your body is still fueling itself. So that's why it's always very important, like when we say to eat right after your workout, in a sense as your body is looking for a source to fuel off of. So your body is still metabolizing, still revving up from that workout. So we want to replenish your body with the new source. So after you did that weight training workout, you want to replenish your body with a new source, a good source of fuel to fuel your body the correct way. So fueling your body is looking for that source. So if you're not feeding your body with a good source of, we'll say, protein and carbohydrates efficiently, then your body starts to actually break down your lean mass. As we don't want to break down our lean mass, we want to build that lean mass up. So that is why it's very important, especially after a weight training workout, to fuel that system with a good source of protein and nutrient to continue to fuel that body, because that body is continuing to fuel itself as far as burning fat, being in that resting metabolic moment at that time. So again, going back to cardio versus weight training, they are both great for you to do. Great indeed for you to do. Then there's a whole nother thing where you want to get into tactical HIIT training, high intensity. High intensity training, in a sense, that is cardiovascular. In a sense, that could be cardiovascular, that could be calisthenics at the same time. But high intensity, that HIIT training is short bursts of workouts in that quick amount of time. So you have those short bursts of workout. So you may burn as many calories as you would in a cardiovascular workout, but at the same time, you may burn more based off the type of workout it is. So you'll definitely burn more based off the type of workout it is, again, than you will in a weight training workout. So in turn, what we're saying is we got that cardiovascular workout, we have the HIIT training workout, we have this strength training, weightlifting workout. Guess what, you guys? If you're looking at calorie sense, yes, you're going to burn more calories if you're looking at a number in a cardiovascular workout. But at the sense says, what is your goal for doing this? What is your goal? If your goal is to lose weight, losing weight, and in the sense of losing weight, we don't want to just drop those pounds. We want to lose weight the effective way and then also build that lean mass to help our body fuel that skin. So this is a great topic to feel. Different people ask me the topic. So it's just works out that they all go hand in hand due to the fact that since we're talking about cardio versus weight loss, and then we talk about how to tighten up skin if you have a drastic change in weight loss and whatnot. So how we go about doing this, if you look at the scale, the retrospective, say a person that says, okay, they just dropped say a significant amount of weight, 50, 60 pounds over this short amount of time, and they were just only doing cardiovascular exercises, and now they're facing a situation that say, oh my gosh, I dropped this weight, I feel good and everything, now I have this saggy skin. What can I do to get rid of this saggy skin? We must realize our skin is shaped by what's underneath the body. So what's underneath the body is that muscle and fat. If we lose a drastic amount of weight, unfortunately, most of the time we lose muscle and fat when we do not do it the proper way. So if we losing that muscle and that fat, now what used to form that skin, now we have a problem, and that's what causes the saggy skin. So it does not mean everybody has to go right into surgery. There are just different things that you have to look into before you go into surgery. It's not always that, oh, you're just stuck now, you're stuck with you're left with just the saggy skin. There's saggy skin, and then there's skin that is loose, but there's still fat attached to that too. So it's not always just quick to go under the knife or whatnot. But again, let's jump back into this whole drastic weight loss. Now we're dealing with the fact that, oh, I lost this weight, now I got to tighten up. I'm going to get back to that. But what I want to say is this is great with cardio versus weightlifting. Cardio versus weightlifting actually is great to do together in the sense of helping you get that body composition that you want. Because if you're doing that cardiovascular exercises and then you're doing those weight training exercises, guess what, you guys? We are losing that excess fat, but we are also building that lean mass to therefore give us that body composition that we want as we're building that body. So build higher muscle content, so a higher lean mass, you actually burn fat more efficiently when you have a higher lean mass. That's why you see a person, say for instance, you see a musclehead person, I guess I'll say, a musclehead person, you say, man, they eat a lot. Why are they eating so much? Because they're constantly trying to fuel their body, fuel their system, fuel their muscle, because that muscle takes a lot more energy. It takes a lot more work to fuel and feed that muscle. So they're taking in a lot more calories in that sense. So that's why, in a sense, that's why we want you to feed that muscle, fuel that muscle with a good source of protein, a good source of carbohydrates, a good source of fruits and vegetables. All those things are great for you to do. But then you have this person that says, okay, if you are a person that's a higher body fat percentage, you still may eat a bunch of calories. But in turn, as if you're eating a bunch of calories, it's really not being effective to your body in the sense of what type of calories that you're doing, because now it's not feeding towards your body in the sense that we want to as fueling that muscle content. If you're eating an over excess of anything, we're now dealing with the situation that our body is now retaining things. Our body is storing things that turn into fat cells. So going back to this thing as the cardio, weightlifting, these things together, how to tighten up skin, in retrospect, what we want to do, not knocking anything that anybody has done thus far. In turn of first figure out what your goal is, what your weight loss goal is, or what your health goal is, whether it is to lose weight, whether it is to build lean mass, whether it is to do a bodybuilding competition. We got to figure that out first. And then let's look at the scale and say, you know what? My goal is drop 50 pounds. My goal is to drop 10 pounds, whatever the case may be. And let's actually give ourselves a plan as to say, you know what? I'm going to do cardiovascular exercises 3-4 days a week, as well as I'm going to do a strength training program 3-4 days a week. So now in tune, I have something that's working with each other as far as to make sure I feel great, as make sure I'm fueling my body and I'm efficiently getting rid of that excess fat and still gaining and building that lean mass. So that's what we want to do. So again, cardio versus weightlifting. I'm not going to say either one is better, but if your thing is you only want to, okay, I just want to drop these pounds, I'm not trying to build any muscle, okay, that's why we have those cardiovascular exercises. On the other end, I'm going to use myself for example. I am a higher lean mass, so I'm a more muscle tone, so I retain a lot more. I do not do a lot of cardiovascular exercises due to the fact that my metabolism is so high, how I eat, high protein, decent amount of carbohydrates, I fuel my body efficiently. So I do not have to do a lot of cardiovascular exercises. If I did, and since I will be very skinny because I will constantly be burning all of my lean mass because of the simple fact of how I do my training and all of the things above. So then say for instance, another person may be, okay, they are a higher body fat percentage. They're looking to tone, they're looking to tighten some things up. Okay, that's why it's actually good for them in a sense as they have a weight training program, they have a cardiovascular program. They may spend more days on doing cardiovascular exercises, that's totally fine. And they may spend few days on doing weight training exercises, but what they will find is it's efficient for them to do them both together in a sense as we're now working to expand to get rid of that excess body fat and build that lean mass. So you say, the term that everybody does, well, not everybody, the term that people say is, say for instance, you lost a lot of weight. You say, oh my gosh, I'm skinny now and I'm dealing with, but you don't have a muscle tone. Basically is what I want to say. We call that skinny fat. I know you've heard of that skinny fat syndrome. I have a few of my siblings are skinny fat. They'll lose weight and they don't like to do any weight training. You skinny fat, honey. You ain't got nothing else going on. So what I'm going to say for the skinny fat is that they've lost a lot of weight on the scale. But in a sense, if you say scale, look at the situation. Say if you're 160 pounds. Say if she was 180 pounds. He or she was 180 pounds. They dropped 40 pounds. Now they're 140 pounds. Guess what? They feel good because the scale says they're 140 pounds. Look at this key thing right here. 140 pounds. She was in a size 8'10" when she was 180 pounds. I'm just throwing out a number. At 140 pounds, she may still be in the 8'10". Guess why? Because of the simple fact that she may not have built the lean mass that she wanted to while she lost that weight. So let's look at it this way. She could be 140 pounds and now be in a size 4. Because of the simple fact, let's see this key fact. Muscle weighs more than fat, y'all. So when you're dealing with this whole thing with cardio versus weightlifting, you got to see what you actually really looking for your body to be, what it is that you want your body to be. Because you could be 140 pounds with a high body fat percentage of 30-40%. You could be 140 pounds with a low body fat percentage, and now you're looking at about 17 to 20%. Guess what? You're the same weight, but this one over here, she might wear an 8. You over here, you may wear 4. We got that body composition that we got to look at. So all those things is what you want to take in a retrospect when you're saying cardio versus weightlifting. But look at the great thing about it. If we do both, we have great results all around. So do you want that skinny fat body or do you want this nice toned body? So in the sense of that cardio, definitely, you're always going to see the visual. You're going to see the numbers on the scale. In the sense of weightlifting, you're not. I always tell people, don't let the scale tell you how you should feel or how your body should feel. Progression comes from everything overall. So progression could be, guess what? You couldn't do lunges before, now you can do lunges. Or progression could be in the sense of, as we're talking about the scale thing, your scale may not have changed, but your clothing size has changed. The scale may say, guess what? I have not lost any weight in this last 3 weeks, but I am down 2 sizes in my jeans. Okay, now we're talking about body composition. So your scale numbers may not change, but your body composition has changed, with that body fat percentage has changed, which is a great thing because we're decreasing that body fat percentage and we're increasing that lean mass. The higher the lean mass, the more muscle content we have. And it does not mean that you want to be muscular. You may not want to be muscular, but we still want to have a decent amount of lean mass in the sense of for healthier body composition overall. That's what we're talking about. So cardiovascular versus weight training. Definitely numbers you're going to see there. You may not see the numbers over here with strength training, but at the same time, you'll see that body composition. You'll see that muscle tone. You'll see that transition of, while we're losing this weight over here with these numbers, we're fueling our body with the correct amount of protein to feed that lean mass, but we're fueling our body with the weight training and things like that to therefore in turn go with the same sense of we're losing weight over here with cardiovascular exercises. And if you, based off the type of workouts you're doing while you are strength training, that actually still helps you to burn fat. So it all depends on the type of workouts that you're doing at the same time, you guys. So we're not saying one is better than the other, but in a nutshell, they work hand in hand together. So just overall, doing something together is much better than doing one or the other. Then again, for the person that said, how do we tighten up the skin now? After that, okay, we can still do that. Look at things like that. It's not always that you got to jump into getting surgery after you have loose skin. Give yourself a chance. So for those of you that already lost this weight and you say, okay, there's nothing else I can do, I have this loose skin, I'm just gonna have to get surgery. Don't be so quick to go under the knife. It's things you want to look at. Don't be so quick to go under the knife due to the fact that, let's look at this. For women, if you have a lot of saggy skin and you say, I've tried everything, I'm about to go under the knife. You haven't tried everything. Let me tell you this one thing before you go under the knife. Let's look at this. For my females out there, let's get that body fat percentage down to 20%. I know that's huge. 20%. Do a caliper scale right now to see where your body fat percentage is. You got your body fat down to 20%, and that's big for females because females, we hold a lot more fat. You get your body fat down to something like a 20%, and then you say, I tried everything that I have, and then I can't do anything with the skin, because you can't say, I've done everything I have, and you're a 30% body fat. I'm just going to go under the knife. Actually, you're not. And unfortunately, doctors aren't just going to jump up and say, oh yeah, don't go under the knife. Come on. No, they're going to say, come on, let me get your money. Just go under this knife. But I'm saying to you as a health expert, you're not doing everything you can by just jumping under the knife. It's just one simple thing I'm asking you. Is your body fat percentage 20% or lower? And the reason I'm asking that is because that right there, taking your body to something to that extreme as a 20%, which means you've expelled everything. You've taken your body through the trials, so the cardiovascular exercises, HIIT training exercises, strength training exercise, the correct diet, fueling your body with the right amount of protein, fruits and vegetables, things like that. Your body fat is down to where most women can't get to 20%. It's very hard. So I'm saying get to that before you go under the knife. If you've gotten down to a 20% body fat and then you said, you know what, I have so much saggy skin. Okay, there's a difference. You might have saggy skin there. But if you're at a 30% body fat and you say, oh, this saggy skin is not going to go where, no, guess what, honey? That's still fat that you have to get rid of. That's still fat is what I'm telling you. So give yourself more time. Put more effort in what you're doing. It takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. But don't give up on yourself. Another thing like that is diet. Our diet is very important with cardiovascular or weight training exercises. Our diet plays a very important part in both of those, with tightening up loose skin, with trying to lose weight on the cardiovascular way, with trying to lose or gain weight or maintain weight with weight training. Our diet is huge in what we're doing. Then at the same time with this loose skin, there's great things you can do once you got that 20% body fat. Another thing is you want to start pushing yourself now, since you've lost that weight, to incorporate more weight training. Seriously, incorporate more weight training to tighten up that skin, to tighten up that body. Again, that skin is shaped by what's underneath, that muscle and that fat. So we may need to build more muscle to therefore help us to tighten that skin. But at the same time, that's what's a great thing to do them both together, because as we're working together to lose that excess weight, we're keeping the skin tight at the same time. But at the same time, there's other things. Still, we're not going under the knife. There's other things that's now increasing and have that high protein diet. And then at the same time, there are things that you could do as far as supplementation to help you with skin. Just like they have things out here, all these different fads and things, there's real things to actually help you, real natural supplementation. Did you know fish oil helps with skin elasticity? Did you know bone collagen? There's so many sources of bone collagen. You can take it in a gel capsule. You can take it in a protein. You can take You can take it in a broth now. Collagen. That collagen helps with skin elasticity. Vitamin C from lemons help with skin elasticity. So if you're suffering with this situation with loose skin, saggy skin, those are 3 supplements that you can look into instead of going under the knife to help you with tightening up that skin. So that's that building that lean mass. That's another increasing your protein in your diet. Looking at a fish oil, looking at a collagen from a gel capsule to a protein powder. There's so many sources of collagen you can take. So all these things help you in turn with tightening up the skin. Then we're going to jump right into CLA. CLA has been around for a long time, you guys. I actually love CLA. It's a natural dietary supplement, stands for conjugated linoleic acid. It helps to target fatty acids as well as to maintain a lean muscle mass. Helps to target fatty acids. When I tell everybody, I tell my clients, oh, CLA is great. There's a lot of them out here. I don't like the CLAs with all the amphetamines in it. That's just my opinion. So a lot of things you want to take, make sure you read the ingredients, that you're not taking something that already has those racers in it, and then at the same time you could be a caffeine drinker, because you may run into a problem where you're causing too much in your heart palpitation and run into, you know, another medical issue in the sense of, but there's regular CLA that does not have any amphetamines in it that works great with conjugated linoleic acid, again targeting the fatty acids. So if, say for instance, if you're a person that has that stubborn fat in your stomach that you're trying to get rid of or whatnot, that is great for that and helping you to maintain your lean mass. When I'm getting ready for a bodybuilder show, as my diet increases, I'm taking in more foods and things like that, I'll take a CLA supplement to help me to maintain my lean mass and to help me cut any excess fatty acids that I may end up retaining as I'm taking in more calories and doing my workouts and diets and things like that. So CLA, conjugated linoleic acid, you get it from CVS, Walgreens, all of the above. You do not have to take the one that has the extra fat burners in or anything like that to help you race your heart. It still works great. Most of those, they'll tell you take anywhere from 3 to 4 a day with the meal. I'm one of those people, I do stuff to tell people how it feels like to take it without food or whatnot. I actually took it, like you can feel it in your stomach. It feels like, I don't know, regurgitation or something going in your stomach, but it's actually a mild supplementation. So that's CLA. So yes, it does help with targeted fatty acids and to help you maintain lean mass. So in a nutshell, what we talked about today, cardio versus weight training, as well as how to tighten up skin. What we're going to say in a nutshell, the summary is cardio and weightlifting with a healthy diet is great, and it will work well together. If you have now been a person that has lost a lot of weight and you have that loose skin, there are still ways for you to tighten up that skin without going under the knife. How that is to now start to lift more weight, start to incorporate a higher weight training program into your routine. Also, taking a higher protein diet. Also, look at some collagen things. There's collagen lotion as well. Actually, I've started using the collagen lotion. The elasticity on your skin actually makes it's a difference. Collagen lotion, you don't have to get the fancy one. They got them at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Amazon. So collagen lotion, a collagen gel capsule, collagen protein, all those things help with the elasticity of the skin. And then again, that most important thing I told you, before you go into the knife, you cannot say you expended everything. Women, if you're not at 20% body fat, you have not expended everything, and you still can work harder. It takes a little time, but push yourself to work harder. So even that's the same with men. If you have that heavy weight loss, you said, I can't do anything else, I've done everything, I need to go under the knife. Guess what, man? I'm challenging you to get to 10%. If you're not at 10% body fat, you cannot say you've done everything as far as to get rid of, oh, I'm stuck with this saggy skin, I got to go under the knife. Absolutely not. All these things can make a change, and it was great. Thank you guys for the topics that you brought up for us to talk about. They just so happen to work out together. But again, this is cardio versus weightlifting, tightening up saggy skin, and talking about CLA supplements. We appreciate y'all. I will be here Thursday at about 1:15 Thursday. I do every Thursday about 1 o'clock, 1:15 on Cleveland radio station Z1079. We have a show called The Squat. So I'll be here again this Thursday. So again, if you got any questions, any topics you want to talk about, shoot them down here at the bottom or come to my Instagram page, which is at Body Trace Fit. And I'll see y'all later.